Hello all, welcome back. In this video tutorial, I'll go through ML orchestration needs and running a simple workflow using a popular ML orchestration tool that is Prefect. I'll give you the demo of the ML orchestration. So before going into that, let me uh, explain you what is a typical ML model workflow. We have like several steps. One is data ingestion, that is like getting data from various sources, APIs, databases, and data pre-processing that involves like handling missing values, transforming features, normalization, etc. Feature engineering, where we'll create new and useful features from the raw data. Model training and model evaluation, and in the typical ML model workflow, we need to version the model so that we can able to keep track of different model versions, their performances, and its associated data. The seventh step would be that model deployment, like we will make sure that this is available for prediction via an API endpoint, or along with an UI for the users to use. Uh, After deploying, like we will be typically monitoring the model to see its performance in production, how detecting this data drift and concept drift. These are some of the important issues. Lastly, like based on various triggers like data drift or concept drift, we will retrain this model. So this is typical ML model workflow. So first of all, like we need ML orchestration. So without ML orchestration, these steps needs to be like done manually. Like an engineer has to run step by step, and this will become a chaotic process. So people might run scripts manually, forget which version of the data was used, and like what exact version was deployed and all. So with ML orchestration, these entire steps can be automated. So let me quickly go through why we need ML orchestration. One is reproducibility. So we can ensure that you can always get same results repeatedly. And reliability. uh, we can able to handle errors, retries, and ensure these tasks complete successfully. So then only we can able to move to the next task. So I'll show you in the tool exactly. uh, Third is scalability, like we can able to run complex workflows on very large data sets, and more frequently, like without having a headache, like because like this entire process are automated. uh, we can One thing I can say is like visibility also, like we can able to see a monitoring and logging exactly what is happening in the workflow, at what stage exactly we have. uh, like I said, like this increases efficiency, this automates manual tasks, so that like data scientists and engineers can focus on building real models and not thinking always about like which step we are in right now, or whether any script or any wrong model is deployed or not. The last I would say is a collaboration. So teams can able to work on and monitor shared pipelines with this ML orchestration tool. Now let me show you what exactly is Prefect, and how to run an ML orchestration flow in Prefect Cloud. So what I will say is go to this website called app.prefect.cloud. So set up your account, and once you set up your account, this is how you will see the screen. So basically, why we use Prefect is basically like it's pure Pythonic, so you can able to see the code when I show you, and it's very developer friendly. So it has like simple decorators like at the rate flow, at the rate tasks, and that can able to like define the workflow components like with minimal changes. You don't have to like query much, you just need to integrate these decorators into the code. And yeah, like just what once you are here, go to this default here and create an API key. So what you need to do is you need to create an API key. So this is like I will write a, and you need to set up name of the API key, and you need to keep an expiration date, because like when you're working with a bigger team, this is very important. And you can like if you need if you don't want this API key to expire, you can always click this never expire. But let me create this API key. So now I have my API key. I'll copy this API key. With the API key being copied, let's keep it there. Now let me go through a quick ML orchestration code. It's a simple Python code. You just need to import this time and OS, because that is where I'm actually going to use this time function to hold the flow in between for some time. But I'll come to that. So in Prefect, the script will be something like this. we need to write at the rate task before any function that we want to execute. And for example, this is one function that I'm doing, that is download data, and in the second function, that is pre-processing of data, and third is training the model. And you can add multiple tasks like testing the data, validating it, plotting something, and also many functions. And simple flow is where your orchestration will show. So now what I'm doing is, I don't have an exact data set, but this is what I'm doing. So I am actually creating a dummy data, and I'm adding, like, this is a simulate, this is this data to that. And I am actually returning a string of this file path instead of like having a path. And also this is just for the demonstration. Uh, in the second uh, in the second function, that is pre-processing of data, I'll be opening that previously created past file path, and I'll be reading that document. And in between, just to show in your workflow, I'm keeping a sleep of 5 seconds so that you can actually see the workflow happening. Because like immediately when we run, it has to go, it has to um, it has to like hold for some time so that we can able to see the live demonstration. And another task is training of model, where I'm just printing some tasks and it is just returning a string here. Now coming to the flow, this is how it is. You just need to, this is my function ML orchestration workflow, where I'll write, this is my first step, first task, second task, and third task. And these are just precautionary precautionary functions that I'm writing. So now if I call this ML orchestration workflow, then this should able to run. So before that, just I have shown you how we set up the API key in the prefect.cloud, right? So now what I will do is, you just need to run this command called prefect cloud login -k, and you just paste your API key. So if you run this command, it will able to link this workflow into the, basically it will able to set up the workflow in the cloud here. So it will take some time, but just uh, I'll wait for some time. It is asking for me to re-authenticate, which I will say yes. Uh, Let me run the orchestration here, Python ML orchestration.py. And once I hit the command, I'll go through my prefect dot folder, where I'll go into runs. Just it will take some time if I reload my runs here. These are my completed runs earlier. So just one moment. So yeah, so an ML orchestration flow is running, and this is how it will look. So basically, this is my first orchestration, that is downloading the data. That is the first function, and now this is executed, and I'm actually pausing it for some time. That is like 15 seconds, and then after that, the second step is going on. So you can see this arrow pointing. Like first, this function is completed, and now it's executing the task of pre-process the data. Uh, Basically you can write your like entire code in that function, and you can see this workflow happening. So the way how you define the function flow in the ML orchestration flow is the same way that here it will be executed. And you can write like meanwhile all the other functions like logging the results to ML flow and other tools and all. But this is how it will show. So this is my like nice UI that will show what are the different blocks. Each function, each task is a block here, and this is entire thing is a flow. And it will also show my duration, and it will properly timestamp everything so that you have the traceability and all. So that's it. This is the end of the tutorial. We'll meet again in my next tutorial. Thank you.